What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Creative Tech. This one's going to be kind of a quick one. As you can see, my my CPU temperatures are a little bit out of control. So with that being said, I'm gonna swap out my CPU cooler. If you don't already know, I run an i7 8700K from Intel. And with those line of CPUs, Intel was not soldering their IHS to the chip itself. They're using just some type of thermal compound, I believe, and so the temperatures are just, always out of control. But I'm doing everything I can to avoid delidding my CPU and putting actual liquid metal in there. Whenever I was rendering my video, my temperatures are getting into like the low to mid 90s, which I mean technically is not bad for the CPU. Well, I mean, it's not great for the CPU. I know they have a max of I think 99 degrees or something like that before they start throttling down, but that's way too high for comfort for me. In a perfect world, I guess, or in my ideal situation, I don't want my CPU temperatures going above high 70s. That's pretty much what I prefer. So yeah, I'm using the H100i V2 from Corsair, and it's a 240 millimeter radiator, and I was using it in a pull configuration, which means the fans were technically behind the radiator, pulling air through from the other side of the radiator through the fins. So what I'm going to do in this video is switch it to a H150i from Corsair, which is a 360 millimeter radiator, and I'm actually going to use 6 fans. So I'm going to have 3 pushing air through the radiator and 3 pulling air through the radiator, or what they call a push-pull configuration. So this isn't going to be like an actual guide on how to do this. I mean, if you guys want me to do something like that, just leave a comment down below, and I might do that for you guys. But I'm just going to do I'll probably end up doing it like a little time lapse or of me actually swapping it out. But I was also using the stock thermal paste that came with the H100i V2. That they already have pre-applied to the cold plate. This time I went with a third-party thermal paste from Thermal Grizzly, the Cryonaut. So I've heard really good things about that. So I know it's not going to be like an apples to apples comparison, but like I said, I am doing everything I can to try to avoid delidding my CPU, because I don't want to go through all that. In all honesty, I mean, I'm a little scared of, because there is you do run the risk of literally bricking your CPU. So like I said, I'd rather, not do that. But yeah, let's go ahead, get these coolers swapped out, and then I'll run some tests to see how it helped our thermals.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Lights paint the skies, only you can make me move.
Alright guys, so we got it all installed and everything, and I did a little bit of testing, and I don't want to say it was a night and day difference, but it definitely made a good impact. So before I swapped the cooler, whenever I was rendering my videos, like I said, I was getting in like the mid 90s and on average, and now with the new cooler installed and the new thermal paste, we're maxing out at 78 degrees. So that is literally a 17 degree delta, and that is, I'm more than comfortable running my CPU in the high 70s under load, which especially when you're rendering, it's utilizing every single core and every single thread. Whenever I render my videos, I think it's pushing about 85% on each thread, so it's pretty spread out. So I mean, it's not like a torture test or anything, but that's pretty much like the tip top of what I'm going to be using my CPU for, as far as, you know, putting it under a load. So I'm more than happy with that. So I would call today a success. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you saw, I have some other videos on the channel. I highly recommend checking those out, and be sure to like, subscribe, and stay creative.